So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal, because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. Man, sometimes I feel like I just want to build a fort around me. I mean, the world is out there. It's coming at me like crazy. Have you noticed? I mean, it really does that sometimes. You just want to build a wall, right? A big fort, protect myself. You can't come in. I had a client that I'll tell you about today who did just that. It's not always the best thing to do, although it might feel like that in the moment, but that's what we're going to dive into on today's show. What's happening? How are you? Come on in. Some words, some wisdom, some wisecracks, and some downright good stuff you can use. A lot of what I'm doing here, a little brain shifting for you, some reframing, if you will, maybe changing a couple patterns in your brain to get you to think a little bit differently, and just some stuff you can just write down and put on your mirror and say, that's it, I'm going to do that. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. Every single day. For 20 years, we've been doing this. That's a lot of words, wisdom, and wisecracks, no doubt about it. My name is Scott Smith. Nice to have you here today. Thank you for spending a little bit of time. Try to keep it under 10 minutes for you. It's been that way forever, 9 to 10 minutes in that area. So I think the longest daily boost we ever had was about 18 minutes, and you don't want to hear that one because I had a moment, if you will. But nonetheless, it's here to make it quick and simple for you to listen and to get something out of it and move on with your day. Be upbeat, motivational, teach you a couple of things along the way as well. I mentioned yesterday my daily awareness diary. It's not an actual diary. People say, can I buy the diary? Maybe someday. Today it's not. It's a process. And so many people say, can I have the template? If I had the template, I could probably do this. It's not journaling. It's better than that, I think, to get the awareness level that you need to do what you want to do. You got to become aware. If not, you're lost. All right. So how about the template? You want it? Go to dailyawarenessdiary.com and you can get the template. Pay attention to the very short instructions I gave you. Watch what happens. Do me this favor. If you're going to go grab it, give it a week. Give it a week. Try it. Give it a week. If you're not going to give it a week, then why grab it? Okay. Don't collect it. That doesn't do you any good. So commit right now. If you're going to go to dailyawarenessdiary.com and grab the template for the planner or for the diary, use it. Simple stuff. Nice request. I won't know if you don't. You will. So I was on a Face Your Passion coaching call the other day. I do this a lot. I spend about 2.5 hours a week on a group call with some very, very cool people. If you'd like to join, just send me a note, by the way, Scott@motivationtomove.com. We'll talk about it. Really neat group. And one of my clients was overwhelmed with the world. but the world is throwing at her every single day. Now, this is really common. I don't freak out about it because I'm overwhelmed too. I think we're all overwhelmed. Stuff is always coming at you. And it's not the big stuff. I mean, we tend to talk about the big social stuff that comes at us. It's the little things. Little things. It could be somebody gets sick, just overwhelmed by it, or can't get my house clean. It doesn't mean a whole lot, but it does to somebody else, or it's stacked on something else. It means a lot. Relationship not as good as it could be. That could overwhelm you. There's so many things that overwhelm us. And part of life, I think, is understanding that you will be happy if you figure out how to handle overwhelm, because it's never going to stop. Even if you get life as peaceful as it can possibly be, something going to happen. How do I know that? You don't have to be very long, alive very long to figure that stuff out, do you? What she had done, though, in this particular case, is she has built kind of a wall around herself, and she has kind of blocked the world out. And we do that. I think we've always done that. Social media taught us to block people, didn't it? We could block somebody. I don't like that. You're out of here. And I've done it a lot. I think a lot of us have done that a lot in the past 8 years. Yeah, done with you. We block people. It happens. You get text messages all the time. It's like block, although they need to make that easier to do. You block emails constantly. We do it all the time. You also do it in real life. Now, it's really sad to do because I know it feels right. It feels like something we want to do. If I get the trouble out of my life, and my God, I'm going to tell you, you should absolutely block some people and some things from your life. Don't ever feel bad about that. Don't feel like you have to accommodate everything. Sometimes you got to block people. You got to cut it out. Done. Gone. When you see it, when you feel it, block it, okay? You start blocking everything, you're in trouble. Certainly when it comes to people, because you are an animal, you are a human, and a lot of surveys, a lot of studies have been done, a lot of clinical studies actually, that have told us that happiness, which is probably one of the most studied things we've ever seen, happiness is really easy to find. And that's being social, interacting with other people. So if you're looking to be happy, if you feel like you're blocking people and putting these walls up and kind of building this fortress around yourself, it's really the opposite we should be doing. You should interact with the right people, because we know that all you have to do is once a day, twice a day, interact with somebody, and you're going to be happier for it. Synchronous, by the way, person to person, telephone. Zoom is okay. Text messaging, emails don't count. It's asynchronous. It doesn't work. So you want to be in front of somebody a couple times a day. And yes, I get it. With friends come friction. With friends comes liability and obligation. It comes trouble. Best part of your life, worst part of your life. I get it. But you're human. This is how you get there. This is how you don't block everybody. So you block the ones that you actually can determine they're kind of the devil in your life. You don't block the devil at all costs. And you want to find the people that are really going to help you and fulfill you and help you with your life. If you don't have that, you can find them. They're all over the place. By the way, just know you can't rewire yourself. This is hardwired into you. A lot of people talk about the areas that we can use our brain, the mind science we have now, be able to change who we are. You cannot rewire that. You have that need. Does that negate the fact that you like to be by yourself? Not at all. Not at all. But it still stands. When you have great relationships, you're going to be better off. So she had built this fort around herself. She had, we have a fort up here in Florida, in St. Augustine. A great place to go. St. George Street. If you stay in an Airbnb there, use the earplugs they give you. You're going to need it. Fort's across the street, and it's a beautiful fort. I've been to it a bunch of times. This fort is wonderful. Big walls, but it's got one problem. It locks you inside. So when you build walls and you block everybody else out, you are, in a sense, locking yourself in. You're literally blocking yourself from the freedom and the feeling that you want to have when you do that. Got to be really careful when you block people out. So we don't want to do that. So how can you protect yourself from the world that's out there, but still interact with the world that's out there? How can you interact with everybody on your terms? And I think that's when I get to here. A couple of things that you can do. Number one is to set some boundaries. And you hear that word all the time. Set boundaries on yourself and others, what your expectations are for yourself and others. Now, we'll get to the next word in a second here that's going to have to be applied to this, because I know what your problem is. I know what you're thinking. You set whatever boundary you want to think. Whatever rule is your rule, whatever works for you, you do that. Nobody else cares. Everybody else set their own boundaries, live in their own life. You set your own boundaries and stay with it. So number two, let's get to it. Let's drop the D-bomb. Practice what I call the double D. I thought I'd try. Okay. Discipline. Discipline. The first D is discipline. Discipline to hold on to your boundaries. So here's the thing. You're the boss of you. You set the boundaries of what you wanted to do. That's it. End of story. Nobody else gets to change those rules. So have the discipline to hold people back so you say and you do what's good for you. So set the discipline to set the boundaries of yourself about how you do block or how you do interact. Figure that stuff out. That takes a little work sometimes to figure that out. By the way, the next D is dopamine. Because when you put this effort into discipline, I know you don't want to do that. Everybody tells me that. They don't want to put the discipline into doing what actually really works for them. When you put the discipline in, the effect is a dopamine hit. Enjoy that. Enjoy that hit you get. It's going to come. I promise you that. It's pretty crazy stuff how this all works. You know, the more I coach, the more I learn. Face your passion, purpose, meaning, and legacy. What we're doing with that is very simple. It's not, hey, Scott, show me my passion. It's not that. No. It's pretty much stumble upon your passion, figure out something you like, and then discipline yourself to do more of it. Control the people around you, set the boundaries, figure out the rules for your life that work for you and then work for people around you as well. Because again, we're tribal animals. We have to do that. That's what it's all about. When you continue to hold your boundaries, just like we talked about holding space all the time around here, when you set these boundaries and you practice the discipline to do that, you get that dopamine hit. You're going to want to hold that space and hold those boundaries forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. It's kind of like going to the bowling alley when you think about it. You got the boundary called the gutter. Imagine you put bumpers in the gutters. Keep those bumpers in the gutters so you never go in the gutter. You always hit a strike. That's kind of what you're doing, okay? Where'd that metaphor come from? Wow. I don't even bowl. Oh, I have bowled, but that's a story I can't tell on a podcast because it didn't turn out well. Maybe one day I will, okay? DailyBoostPodcast.com/Facebook where you can find me, and you can go to dailyawarenessdiary.com and get that template.